Good morning. It is 5:53 a.m. The reason I'm up this early is because, well, I'm always up this early. I don't sleep. I suffer from acute insomnia, and me and sleep are not friends. But moreover, today is Thursday, June 10th. At Universal Orlando Resort's Islands of Adventure, today is the official grand opening of the new Jurassic World VELOCICOASTER coaster ride. Now, it's effectively been open for the best part of a month through soft openings, so I'm probably like one of the last people in this area to even get on it. I'm always slow to these things. I'm gonna go early because the last time they opened a big ride here, people waited in line for like 10, 11, 12 hours, and I have no intention of doing that. I've left super early with no indication that the park is opening early, so worst case scenario, I'll get there and I'll just sit in my car, or I can go to Starbucks or something. Best case scenario is that it does open early and I don't have to stand in line for a ridiculous amount of time. The sun is coming up. It looks like it's going to be a pretty stunning day. I checked the weather. It's going to be really hot today, like high 90s. I'm only like a 25-minute drive from Universal, so super easy to get there. At this point, you've probably all seen 100 videos on this subject matter, so sorry about that. I will try and make it interesting. And as I say, I'm going early, so I'm either gonna get there and just be at the gates like a loser by myself, or there's gonna be a lot of other people that are already there and I'm gonna be the back of a very long line. So, we'll see. So I'm just turning onto Universal Boulevard and there's not very many cars. Cool, I'm late.
Just in time. Yeah, everybody was here, lined up early this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they going to open the park early, do you think, or?
I think they might actually, because it's going to be a lot of people waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they might, yeah.
All right, man. You have a good day, buddy. Take it easy, man. Okay, so it's 6:30 and I've just arrived. The parking garage isn't supposed to open until 7, but it's open now, and the gentleman on the ticket, the turnstile, said that people have been turning up since quite early, so they started letting them in, and he thinks the park might open early. Now, I have the prime parking with my annual pass, and I'm just literally parking, and it really isn't busy looking. Famous last words. I might have got here at the absolute perfect time, because the walk from the parking lot to the security area, there was nobody, and there's a small pen of people that they've held at the security area. They're not actually letting people through security at the moment, but it looks like they're about to, and there really aren't that many people ahead of me. Again, famous last words, but as it stands, hopefully it won't be too long until the security opens. Not far away at all. Having been here kind of through spring break, this is not a big line, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so if you add in parking, going through security, and then basically stopping in line right down by Universal Studios and nowhere near Islands of Adventure, it's been about an hour, and we're just at a standstill. I've met a lovely family, and they're holding my space in the line, because I didn't realize if you go behind Hard Rock Cafe, there's some stairs, and if you go up those stairs, you come out on this balcony. It's pretty cool. One second. There are hundreds and hundreds of people back up there by security, and they're letting people through in waves. So this line currently starts over here on the bridge, and then it winds its way down past the little lagoon, all the way down to the entrance of Universal Studios, and then it wraps around here. Oh, and that lovely lady waving at me. I'm not sure of her name, but very friendly family, and they're holding my place in line. The question I'm currently asking myself is, was this a silly idea to come on opening day? Definitely. Although there is some movement up ahead. This could just be an entire video of line updates. Okay, life update. It's been about 20 minutes since I was on the balcony of the Hard Rock Cafe. Shortly afterwards, the queue started moving and I'm inside. And I've just walked to the back of the park. There's only one way you can go. I'm currently going through Lost Continent towards Hogsmeade. Things are moving rapidly, but I have a sneaking suspicion they're gonna come to a grinding halt shortly. It is so humid already. My hair is already, I have a hat. And yeah, we'll just see where we go from here. Okay, so things came to a halt for the first time since getting in the park in Hogsmeade, just as you're kind of going around towards where Forbidden Journey is. Okay, so it's been about another 45, 50 minutes. I went from Hogsmeade all the way past VELOCICOASTER, all the way down to pretty much Kong, then all the way back up, and now I think I'm just approaching the actual physical queue line for the ride. And there's a big delay because the Today Show are doing a live broadcast. I'm already bored of looking at my own face, so this is going to be the last queue update. I'll probably come back once I've ridden it. So, VELOCICOASTER. Wow, absolutely phenomenal. Obviously you can't film anything on there, much like the Hulk ride, there's metal detectors after the internal lockers, so you can't film obviously. What a sensational roller coaster. I think it's very easily the best roller coaster now in Central Florida. I think mine used to be Hulk and Mako at SeaWorld, probably were my two favorites, but that thing is incredible. All the reviews I'd seen up until this point talked about how intense it is, and I think maybe I was expecting it to be more intense throughout, but it's not so intense throughout. But there are moments in it that are unlike any coaster here. The top hat, you fundamentally come out of, what do the cool kids call it, airtime. You come out of your seat. The heartbeat roll over the lagoon towards the end is incredible. The speed, it's just a phenomenal roller coaster. And for those people that are intimidated by roller coasters, it is fast and it is quick, but it's very smooth. It doesn't jerk you around. It's a very comfortable roller coaster. It's amazing. And for everyone that's coming here to ride it, and especially those people in the UK that are now just on that cusp of being allowed back, I'm so excited for you guys because that thing is an absolutely phenomenal ride. I am so high. I have a spare t-shirt that I need to change into, I guess. Some things I learned on the ride. The most interesting parts of the queue line, you can't really film.
because you line up for a while and then you get to some lockers. And you have to put everything in your lockers, phones, everything, because then you go through metal detectors. But beyond that is some really cool theming parts. Oh, the most important thing that I know everyone is wondering, is there some sort of huge pre-show screen featuring Chris Pratt and his buns of steel in tight pants? And yes, there is. But a tip, if you are someone that's carrying like a bigger backpack or a camera, and you want to film in some of the queue itself, as you approach the entrance to the ride, sort of gift store I suppose, if you go in there, there's large lockers and they're $2, put your big camera bag or your rucksack or whatever it is you're carrying into that large locker, $2. But if you keep your phone, you want to film, take pictures as far as you can in the line, ask someone that works here and they'll give you another locker ticket. So you'd use your main part ticket for the big locker, and then they'll give you another sort of locker ticket, paper ticket. And then you can take your phone, you can take some pictures with your friends, you can film a bit in the line, and then you'll get to a section where there's smaller lockers that are free. And then you just scan that locker ticket that you got from an attendant, put all your stuff in, and then you just have to remember to collect both. One thing I will say is remember the locker number and dinosaur color, I think it is, because it's a really cool concept that they've come up with. You put your stuff in the smaller lockers, and when you get off the ride, you're actually on the other side, the double-sided lockers, so the room you come into looks completely different off of the ride. Phenomenal, and anyone that is looking forward to riding it, you're gonna have the best time. It's incredible. Hagrid's might still be my favorite ride here because we all love a bit of Harry Potter, but this roller coaster has definitely set new standards, I would say. I do hear that there is a new beer here, like I think it's the Isla Nublar IPA, that I wouldn't mind trying because it is so hot. And everyone's walking around with these churros, which I also believe are Jurassic World themed. So I'm gonna go there for a churro and a beer. 10 out of 10, phenomenal ride. Okay, so I found a spot inside. I'm in a restaurant called the Burger Digs, I think it is, in the Jurassic Park area. I got myself a pint of their new, I think it's called the Isla Nublar IPA. It's like a Jurassic Park thing obviously. Oh, it's really good. It's kind of like a citrusy IPA. If you don't like IPAs, this isn't for you, but if you like an IPA, this isn't bad. It's kind of a little bit tart. It's nice, refreshing. A grilled chicken sandwich, which, gotta be honest, looks extremely sorry for itself. It's like I don't know. I mean, it's a grilled chicken sandwich. It's nice, but it's a grilled chicken sandwich. It's nice, I'm hungry, it's not too much. It's grilled, so healthy. But the beer's really good. Again, if you like IPAs, give this a go. So I really have no real idea what I'm going to do now. I only came here to ride that, and it kind of sucks because I can't show the ride. See if... Stay hydrated, everyone. It's so hot. So there's nothing like some stagnant recycled water to cool you off. It's so hot today. I just checked my phone. It's like 99 degrees. And I think the most important thing I've learned about making videos, if nothing else, in Florida, is always take spare clothes with you, because you just sweat from the moment you leave the house to the moment you get home. So I have a spare t-shirt, I need to change into it. It's better. Okay, so I was actually gonna leave. VELOCICOASTER is now down to like 70 minutes. So although I had to wait like 4 hours the first time, it's down to like just over an hour now. So I actually went on it a couple more times, and it really is a fantastic ride. I think for me, the two standout sections of the ride are the launch that car has just come out of into the top hat. This upside down section here, where you kind of prolong upside down, is cool. I would say the most intense part and the most exhilarating part of the ride is definitely this like heartbeat roll here over the water. It's so cool, and then the ride ends just after that. On reflection, I've now ridden it front row, back row, and in the middle. I think the back row is a tiny bit more intense, kind of get whipped over that top hat, But for me, my personal favorite was the front row because you just got a perfect view, and because of the seat restraints not being over your shoulders, just in your lap, you really feel like super exposed, and it's just really, really cool ride. And also in the front, I noticed that I spent a lot of the time out of the seat. Now, on my third go, the section that leads into the top hat, during the launch, you could feel the launch kind of fail. And we didn't make the top hat. It kind of started to go up and then it rolled backwards. It's not a major thing, it's designed with that potential in mind. And you can tell they've prepared for that because the kind of narrative within the theming, the voiceover starts saying, oh my, we need some more speed. And what they do is they launch you backwards slightly around a section of the track, and then you race forward again back into the top hat. And the speed at which you accelerate doing that rather than when the ride works properly was so much more intense, and the second half of the ride was so much more exciting. So 100% asked to be put on a ride that's going to have a rollback and doesn't make the top hat the first time, because that was incredible. Phenomenal roller coaster. With Hagrid's and now this, Universal have absolutely smashed it out of the park. I still love Hulk though. Another nice touch from Universal is that today, as you exit the ride, they're giving everyone free churros. And I've been on it 3 times now, and I've had 3 churros. It's just a cool touch, just giving them away. So fat. I went on again, and I got another churro. So good. Okay, so I'm done. I'm not in the park anymore. What a great few hours. I've never been to an opening day of anything before like that, and it was super busy this morning and felt like, oh, this could have been a mistake. But hats off to Universal, they did a phenomenal job. I think for opening day, for like getting here and getting through security and initially into the park and then on a ride, in tandem with them having the NBC Today show doing a live broadcast, which was interrupting things earlier on, I think they did phenomenal. I don't think 4 hours, if you want to go on a roller coaster, of course, if you don't want to go on a roller coaster, it wouldn't be 4 hours, but I don't think that's too bad. And by the time I left the park, it was only 75 minutes. It definitely lives up to the hype. I think part of why today went so well is that they did the 6 weeks, effectively, of soft opening pretty much every day, and I think that helped a lot. For me, there's an argument to say it's no more intense, if at all, than the Hulk. So, yeah, take that as you will. Hats off to Universal. They did, I thought, a really great job, given how the opening to Hagrid's a while back. During the day, I actually got like some kind of sad news. My good friend Mark, back in England, has been rushed to hospital. I'm not sure if he had like a punctured lung or something and got fluid in there, but he's on a drain at the moment, which really, really sucks. I don't know how it's happened. He was either wrestling a bear or he had a dodgy acupuncture. Sorry, mate. So in honor of you, I stopped at Voodoo Donuts. It got a bit squashed in the bag. I stopped at Voodoo Donuts because I know that this is Mark's favorite donut. It's the Voodoo Doll. So I bought it and I was like, I can't really help from 5,000 miles away, but I can manifest calories to you for recovery. I don't know, mate. Sorry to hear your troubles. I hope you get better quick. This is good. Voodoo Donuts aren't actually my favorite. They're so sweet. But again, I'm taking this one for Mark. It's really good. It's got like a traditional like jam filling. So I only ate that donut for you, Mark. Hope you felt that. Get better soon, mate. In the last video that I did from, what was it? Siesta Key. Everyone witnessed Jen call me asshole because apparently she never gets donuts or ice cream and I do. So Jennifer, this bag contains a donut for you that you'll get in about 25 minutes when I get home. So I think that's it. Again, this is probably the 200th video there's been for a new roller coaster. I've never been to an opening day before, so I figured I'd do one. See ya. How's your donut?
Really nice.
You still think I'm an asshole?
No.
It's not for you, Luna.
No, not for you.